everyone. Today is Friday, July 29th. I'm Marv Eisen of Timeless Dollar Trading Academy, and today starting looking at the economic calendar. There are a bunch of reports due out, or actually they just came out, on consumer price indexes, consumer spending. These reports are all rearward looking, and they're not going to tell you a thing about where the market is going today, tomorrow, or whatever. Moving over to the morning news, flags are generally in the green. The Dow just turned red, but it was in the green moments ago. Treasuries and oil, they really haven't changed too much. The big headline today: energy companies post record quarterly profits as commodity prices boom. So that tells you all you have to know about the so-called inflation in oil and gas prices. Because where's the money going? It's not because of the higher cost push that these companies have to incur in purchasing the energy or converting it from raw material to a consumer product, gasoline that you put in your car. It's going into their bottom line. It's going to their dividends. It's all pure greed. But listen, that's the way the economy works. Moving over to the S&P, and this is yesterday, Friday the 28th. I have a confession to make. I happen to be listening to a loud woman who runs a trading school, and I tuned into one of her webinars. And she has a great pitch on this system that makes money consistently. Of course, it averages out. Every month she makes money. She loses some, but the monthly averages always work out to a profit because she has a system. I have a confession. I run a E-mini trading school, or actually I teach E-mini trading, and I have no system. I have absolutely no system. In the 20 years that I've been trading, I've looked for them, haven't found them. And the remarkable thing about trading is that when it comes to trading, I've listened to every talking head and guru and expert that there is, and none of them know where the market is going to go in the future. None of them. And regardless of what the morning news is, nobody can give a pronouncement of where the market is going to go. So I use and I teach several factors in my school based on trade setups, based on psychology. I think psychology is a big part of trading, bigger than most people imagine. And the trade setups: GST, TMC, gap, support and resistance, trend, time and price, momentum, and candlestick patterns. Those are the 6 trade setups that I teach. There may be others. I'm not big on indicators. I only use one, stochastic, a fast stochastic that you see at the bottom of my screen. But I use a calculation of market movements over the past several days based on George Taylor, who developed a technique of trading based on movements or observations of movements, and it comes down to a series of averages, of highs, lows, intradays, patterns, things like that. And I do these calculations every day, and I put them on my chart, and you see it on my chart in this green rectangle. And I also put a horizontal line on my chart where the previous day's close was. Okay, so I have 4 pieces of information on my chart. I have my trading zone range, I have my resistance and support, and I have my close from the previous day, which is used for a gap trade. And that's all I have, plus my stochastic. I don't know where the market is going to go, and as I said, I don't have a system, so I apologize. But what I do know is that the numbers frequently work out. So what I like to do is I like to use the numbers. If I'm taking the time to calculate this trading zone, and it's 12 calculations that go into it, it ain't easy, folks. Buy yourself the book, George Taylor's Trading Technique. You can get it on Amazon. You'll see these numbers are not easy to discern. His book is not easy to read. But nevertheless, all professional traders use these numbers because this is the only thing that we can rely on for determining where the prices might trade the following day. Okay, so I'm going to take you back several days and show you what I'm talking about. So here is yesterday's price action, and the market opened, respected kissed the top of the trading zone, the resistance number, came down, closed the gap, and then consolidated, and then went back up, and then out the window, okay? But two of my price targets were hit. Actually, they were hit twice. Once over here, once over here, once over here, once over here, okay? Price targets. I figured that the market is usually going to respect my price targets. Now, here's a day that I transposed the trading zone. And again, if you subscribe to my trading zone report, you know what I'm talking about with the trading zones transposition rather. The trading zone is actually down here, and I transpose it to the intraday high or low. But nevertheless, hit my target, right? Hit my target. Another day, I'm going to go back another day. Now here, trading zone really didn't help me much at all. And does anyone know the market is going to do this? I don't know. This woman says she has a system. I never found it. Can't figure one out. Trading zone prices basically stayed near equilibrium. This was the day where the market was anticipating a Fed report. So prices are basically quiet those days. Another trading zone where the prices basically stay around the morning's gap, the close of the previous day, and then hit my target, my trading zone support number. Another day, trading zone prices. See, the prices basically going to hit my targets. Other than that, I don't know where the market is going to go. I can rely on my 6 trade setups. But gee, I'm going to go to this woman's webinar again and see if this system of hers works. But frankly, my friends, I've been trading for 20 years. Nobody has a system. No one. If there was a system, don't you think Goldman Sachs would have it? They don't have a system. They have high-speed computers. And you can't have it. I can't have it. But the closest thing that I know about trading is that you have to know how the market moves, which is basically erratically, and you have to know how the market generally trades within a range. My ranges are fairly accurate. Look, if I take this trading zone, here's the day that the prices only traded for the first quarter of the day in the trading zone. But if I take my trading zone and I transpose it to the to where prices, let me copy this, to where prices hit their intraday low, I transpose it, okay. So where'd the trading zone go? Okay, and it's just basic common sense, because a candle, if you look at a candle, it has a range, right? It starts at one end, ends at another end, most days. So the trading zone, if it's going to be a low over here, and my calculated range is 78 points, then I know it's going to go 78 points up or down from here, right? Up or down from there. So that's my system. I don't have a system. So anyway, that's what I can tell you. If you'd like to trade more successfully, I suggest you trade using targets. If you know what a target is, the market generally respects these targets, these trading zone numbers. Anyway, I'm sorry to ramble. It's Friday. I'm looking forward to a nice weekend here in the Northeast, where it's going to be nice. And I hope it is where you are as well. This is Marv Eisen for Timeless Dollar. Thanks so much for watching. Trade safely, use lots of patience, and I'll see you in my next video.